Have you ever dreamed of turning your sports betting hobby into a profitable side hustle or even a full-time income stream? What if you could turn what has traditionally been a game of chance into a skill based around knowledge, analytics, and mental fortitude? Well, here's the good news. Professional or sharp bettors don't rely on luck. They follow a set of time-tested principles that help them identify value, exploit market inefficiencies, and keep their emotions in check. And in this video, I am going to share some of those same secrets with you so that you can start thinking like a pro and make better, more informed decisions on your next wager. Whether you are a casual bettor looking to take things to the next level or an intermediate punter seeking an edge over the competition, these 10 harsh truths will have a profound impact on your betting journey. Stick around until the end, because I am also going to show you my favorite tools and resources for improving your bottom line. Let's get into it. Truth: no one. Never bet with money that you cannot afford to lose. That may seem like a no-brainer, but it is a foundational principle for several reasons. Firstly, it ensures that you won't be emotionally compromised when making your selections. When real hard cash is on the line, our natural instinct is to make rash decisions in order to recoup losses. But that is exactly what separates recreational gamblers from professional bettors. Secondly, by setting a strict bankroll limit, you are able to implement a more scientific approach to your wagers. One of the most popular and effective bankroll management systems used by sharp bettors is the Kelly criterion, which calculates the optimal amount to wager on each selection based on the odds and your confidence level. You can learn more about this in a previous video. Truth: no. 2. The best way to win at sports betting is not to bet. This may sound counterintuitive, but hear me out. If we examine the numbers, it becomes clear that the vast majority of bettors lose money long-term. In fact, approximately 72% of all bettors fall into this category. Why is that? Well, one reason is that many bettors rely on gut instincts rather than data-driven analysis. Another is that they fail to shop around for the best odds. The third reason is that they fall victim to common psychological biases, such as chasing losses or betting on favorites. So if you want to maximize your chances of success, you should only place bets when the odds are in your favor. And the best way to identify value is by using odds comparison websites like Odds Portal or Bet Explorer. These tools allow you to compare odds across multiple sportsbooks, helping you to find the best possible prices before placing your bet. Speaking of which, truth number 3, avoid the sucker bet. Now, it's important to note that just because a team is favored doesn't mean it as a sure bet. Favorites still have a chance of losing, and underdogs can and do pull off upsets all the time. Underdogs are simply teams or individuals that are less likely to win, which is reflected in their higher odds. However, this doesn't mean they're without a chance. The upset can happen. And in fact, it is this unpredictability that makes sports betting so exciting. So before placing any bets, it is crucial to analyze the odds and the teams or players involved to determine the likelihood of a win. Don't just rely on the team name or logo. Do your research and make informed decisions based on facts and figures. Number 4, shop around for the best odds. Line shopping means comparing odds across different sportsbooks to ensure you get the best possible price on your bet. Different sportsbooks have different margins and overheads, which is why they offer varying odds on the same event. For example, if 2 sportsbooks are offering odds on a football match between Manchester United and Liverpool, one might offer odds of 2.25 on a Manchester United win, while the other offers odds of 2.50. In this case, it is clearly advantageous to place the bet on Liverpool at the odds of 2.50, as you would get a higher payout if the team were to win. And in the long run, these small differences in odds can make a significant difference to your bottom line. It's quick and easy to do and can make a big difference to your profit. 5. Hedge your bets. Hedging is a technique used by professional bettors to secure a profit regardless of the outcome of an event. It involves placing additional bets to lock in a guaranteed return. For example, let's say you have placed a bet on a horse to win a race. As the race approaches and the horse takes the lead, you may decide to hedge your bets by placing a wager on the second-placed horse. This way, regardless of whether your initial selection wins or loses, you will still end up with a profit. Hedging is a sophisticated strategy that requires quick thinking and fast internet. but it is a useful tool for mitigating risk and guaranteeing a return on investment. No. 6. Consider betting against public sentiment. One way to gain an edge in sports betting is to fade the crowd. Essentially, this means betting against the majority opinion. The rationale behind this strategy is that the public often has a biased view of a game or an event, which can lead to inflated odds on the less popular outcome. For example, if everyone is betting on a particular team to win, the odds on that team may be lower than they should be, while the odds on the opposing team may be higher than they should be. In this case, it might be wise to bet on the underdog, as they are more likely to win than the odds suggest. To do this effectively, you need to analyze team statistics, player performance, and other relevant data to make an informed decision. No. 7. Don't chase losses. Chasing losses is a common mistake made by novice bettors who feel the need to recoup their losses as soon as possible. However, this is a dangerous game, and one that often leads to further losses. Rather than making rational decisions based on facts and figures, bettors who chase losses are driven by emotion, which is never a good thing in betting. Instead, it is essential to remain calm and level-headed and stick to your betting strategy regardless of any previous losses. This is much easier said than done, but with practice and self-awareness, you can learn to control your emotions and avoid the trap of chasing losses. No. 8. Keep records of your bets. Keeping meticulous records of your bets is crucial for improving as a bettor. By tracking your wins and losses, you can spot patterns in your betting behavior and identify areas for improvement. There are several ways to keep track of your bets. You could use a spreadsheet template, download a bankroll tracker app like BetMentor, or manually log each bet in a notebook. Whatever method you choose, it is essential to be consistent and record every bet, including the amount wagered, the odds, and the result. This will enable you to evaluate your betting strategy and make necessary adjustments, ultimately helping you to become a more successful bettor. No. 9. Avoid betting if you are angry, sad, or overly excited. Our emotions can significantly impact our decision-making abilities. When we are feeling angry, sad, or overly excited, we are more likely to make impulsive choices that we may come to regret. In the heat of the moment, we may find ourselves placing bets that we would not normally consider, simply because we feel like we have nothing to lose. However, this is a slippery slope that can lead to a world of hurt. Therefore, it is important to take a step back and assess the situation objectively before placing any bets. Ask yourself whether you are truly making a rational decision based on the facts and figures, or whether your emotions are clouding your judgment. If you are feeling overwhelmed, it is best to take a break and come back to it later with a clear head. Number 10. Download an app to manage your bankroll. Bankroll management is essential to the longevity of your betting career. Without proper management, you could find yourself broke and disillusioned within a few bad bets. Fortunately, there are several apps available that can help you to keep track of your bankroll and make informed decisions about how much to wager on each bet. One popular option is BetMentor, which allows you to set limits for your overall bankroll and for individual bets. The app also provides detailed statistics on your betting history, helping you to identify patterns in your betting behavior and make necessary adjustments. Other options include various spreadsheet templates available online that can help you to manage your bankroll and track your bets. Whichever method you choose, it is essential to be disciplined and stick to your plan. So there you have it, 10 harsh truths about sports betting that will help you to think like a professional. Whether you are a casual bettor looking to up your game or an intermediate punter seeking an edge over the competition, these tips are sure to come in handy. Remember, the key to long-term success in sports betting is not to rely on luck, but to follow a strategic and data-driven approach. By following these tips, you can increase your chances of making profitable bets and turning your passion for sports into a profitable venture. Thank you for watching. Next week, we will be discussing how to analyze team form like a scout. See you then.